Got you. So on a scale of 1 to 10, to give is a?
20.
And then to receive is a?
15.
Now, I said 1 to 10, but since we went over, that's fine. You know, you can do that. You can do that.
Over and beyond. Cameras and condoms.
And what toys do you have in your nightstand, and what toys do you want in your nightstand?
Well, no grown man should have toys. Like toys.
Sexual toys.
I got some accessories, okay? Got a little hot wax. You know, I got condoms for all kind of flavors. I don't need lube because I lubricated myself.
Oh, wow.
Got a couple of ropes, maybe a couple of belts. That's about it.
That is so hilarious. Have you ever had a three-way or what one would call a menage a trois?
I plead the fifth.
You do plead the fifth. I remember that. You plead the fifth. Well, actually, you say, smiley face.
Plead the fifth.
All right. And so, do you touch yourself even when you have someone to touch you for you?
Absolutely. If you can't please yourself, who can? Absolutely. Ma'am, this is how I want you to touch it. Look, as I grab, you look. Take your hand. I'm going to walk you through. Yes.
Well, exactly. I get it. Well, let me ask you this. What is your ultimate upscale desire and why?
To find somebody to be in tune with for life.
All right. Could you elaborate a little bit on that one? Like what does it mean to be in tune with somebody?
I feel like you have to be, you know, sex is great, but you know, after sex, what's next? If you're not in tune with somebody, you know, mentally, physically, spiritually, then, you know, sex gets old no matter who it is. I can sit here and be like, oh, if I ever get Holly Day, I'm going to tap out. But, you know, Holly doesn't have 4 husbands. So,
wow.
So, you know, there's something that's not in tune with her and, you know, a connection with somebody. You know, I don't care what you say. Whenever you have sex with somebody you really like, and after a month of having sex, what's after that?
Should be relationship, I would say.
Right. But if it's not, you know, you're not in tune, it's just, you know, then sex becomes a sport.
Wow. And how important for you, well, I already know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask you anyway. How important is foreplay?
On the scale from 1 to 10, I would say 50.
On a scale of 1 to 10, you say 50. Wow. You know what? I agree. You know, a lot of times right now we find that guys just want to, well, I won't just say guys, that some people just want to get right on in, but, you know, sometimes a little foreplay sets the tone, right?
Yeah. And sometimes there ain't nothing wrong with going right on in, especially if the work break and you're in her office and she only got 20 minutes for lunch. Yeah, if you ain't got time for foreplay, go in.
I know what you've been doing. Well, how important is hearing screams, hollers, sounds of pleasure? And if you don't have any sounds, does it make you try harder?
I think being vocal during intimacy is great. You know, you can express how good something feels. You know, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna be real with you. It always boosts your ego, whether it's male or female. So I would say nobody wants to have sex where you just Nobody wants that. You see what I'm saying? Both parties want to feel wanted. Both parties want to, you know, have the ego stroke. So, you know, be a little vocal. You know, I'm very